Nerdmageddon. Hello and welcome to Nerdmageddon here on KZLX LP Maryville. I am one of your four hosts, the mother of not dragons, Corey Herzog. I have with me Johnny Snow.
That is right. I know nothing.
That's true.
Yeah, I can confirm.
Yeah, can confirm.
Johnny Snow, right here. I know nothing.
Yes. We have Will Linder. I don't have a Game of Thrones reference for you.
It was.
I don't watch Game of Thrones because I'm poor and I can't afford HBO.
It was a reference to the Lannisters.
Oh, yeah.
A Linder always pays his debts. Yes.
You send your regards.
That's so
The Linders
cool.
send their regards.
Yes. And I also forgot Devon's because it's been a while.
I just said King of the North.
No, thank you. Nowhere cold, please.
I mean, yeah, they didn't like the cold up there either. That's why they kept the White Walkers.
The cold never bothered them anyway.
Stop it.
Will made a better joke than Corey, though.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time for you to get off the show.
And let it go.
So this is my.
This is your final show.
This is goodbye episode.
Where I say goodbye.
All right.
See you later.
So saying goodbye, Reggie from Smash Brothers.
I am going to applaud
transition.
that transition. That was a good one. Good job, Corey.
Finally, I'm low.
I mean, you yourself set the bar low, but still.
You said we would rip into her, and that hasn't happened yet.
Yes.
Hasn't happened yet. Hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
The night is young.
Yeah. Yet is the operative word.
Keep yourself on your toes, and Will will earn $100 from Will.
Yep.
But if you screw up,
Made a
Will
bet
wins.
with myself.
So, Reggie Fils-Aimé, the king of Nintendo, the father of video games, and the creator of
Father
my
of
childhood. And
His title's almost as long as Daenerys Targaryen.
yeah, and also the only one who can truly say his body is ready. But at this point, his body is ready to retire.
Indeed.
So, it is a sad day. Monday actually was a sad day because it was the last day Reggie Fils-Aimé was in office, in the office, not in office. He's not president.
He's president of Nintendo.
I mean,
Yeah.
he is president, so yeah.
Nintendo.
But who's taking over for him again?
Mr. Doug Bowser, which is like, do they not see this? Is this a cartoon?
He was born
Here's-
for this.
I have the reverse in mind. I think maybe like the guy that he beat out is going to sue and be like, I was more qualified, but his name was Bowser. This is discrimination because I'm not a Koopa.
I thought it was just like a what is that? It's like a pen name, not really. I don't know if that's like the right term.
It's pen name.
His
It's,
last-
well, yeah. It's not like a real dude, but it's just like.
Wait, that's his
they
pen
have-
name?
Yeah, his nom de plume.
Yeah, no, it's just like a thing.
I did not.
I mean-
You
do my
really
research.
thought that his name was Douglas Bowser?
Yes.
All right.
Dude, I have met people with names way weirder
I
than
need
that.
some.
Yeah,
I'm
really.
gonna. I'm gonna confirm
citation needed.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're just going to keep looking on that. But while you're doing that, do you want to talk a little bit about the Joker release?
Yes. I actually have not gotten to play with him yet. But he is the first.
It's his real name, you liars.
Yeah, I figured it was. Yeah. So it is. Joker is the first character in the Fighters Pack. Technically, it's the second DLC character after Piranha Plant, but Piranha Plant was its own thing.
Pre-order only.
Yeah. So Joker is the first character to be released of 5 in the Fighters Pass, and he was released with his own stage. The color changes depending on the music, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's the music based on whichever game. So red, blue, or yellow, depending on Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, whatever game.
That's really cool.
All right.
So I don't know if there's a reference there to maybe those colors in those
Box
games.
art cover or something.
Possibly. But yeah, it's the music changes, or the color changes, so that's pretty cool. His fighting style is very similar to Cloud and Shulk. In the sense
Which
that
means I will destroy with him.
in the sense that you have your base power is not your strongest. It's not his final form. You can like strengthen yourself at like a cost. I think it's kind of like a maybe.
Are you talking about limit breaking?
Sort of. I've never played with Cloud before.
Yeah, Cloud has moves that charge up his limit break meter, and then once it fills, you can just basically it's like an ultra attack. It's the same animation as like another attack, but you're going to do crazy damage or have a larger area of effect or something like that.
Yeah, and Shulk can like boost different parts of
higher jump, faster running, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so he gets Joker gets he gets his persona, which I have never played a Persona game and I know little to nothing about it. So
it's basically Digimon. It's like high school kids, and you like build relationships and date people and make friends in real life, and then that transfers over to this sort of Sword Art online thing.
Okay, well, yeah, it's very cool. He only has one persona though. I don't know if in the games he has more.
No, it's like your avatar.
Okay, yeah, because people were like upset that there was one instead of another. So
I don't know nothing about Persona past that.
Okay, yeah, so he has the one, and there's some cat character that makes an appearance in his victory animation.
You're kidding me.
I'll give it to you.
There's been worse, so yeah, that's fair.
It was her first one of the night, and it didn't make me want to tear my hair out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing my job right then.
No.
Yay.
So I haven't played with him yet, but his whole look is very cool, and I really like that. I want to give him a shot. I'll probably do that. Maybe I'll do that later tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe this weekend. But yeah, I'm excited, and now that we have Joker out, I'm hoping it doesn't take long for the next character to be announced.
Yeah, would think
so. I have to, with Banjo being announced.
Yeah.
How many Persona characters does that make?
Just the first.
Just the one?
Yeah, just the one.
So the first Persona character, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
I thought so. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I heard that his weapon is a gun.
Yes, he has a gun.
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Well,
but
Bayonetta
has one too.
Bayonetta
so,
has guns.
So that's all I knew. That's all I was told.
He's a very cool looking character. I really like his like concept, like his entire his appearance, and I like all of that. It looks really cool. So that's Joker.
Yeah. I have no transition to this. Little Mermaid live action.
You don't have
remake.
to announce that you don't have a transition.
You know
just
what?
don't put a transition.
You know what? It's how I'm going to do
And
things.
will
That's
you
my
$100?
interim
I just
transition.
won $100 to myself.
In a sense, though,
You have no
saying
idea
I don't
what's
have a
going on.
transition itself is a transition.
Exactly. It's my intermittent transition.
Though Devin's right, you shouldn't say that.
I shouldn't.
That's like
but I
saying
did.
crossing a field of corn to get to another road is a merge.
I mean,
It's not. It's not. That's not an on-ramp. That's somebody's land.
I mean, you could say it's kind of like how I compare the grand scheme of things. Like if they're like, oh, how soon is something happening? If it's like 5 years from now, I'm like, in the grand scheme of all time, it's pretty soon. You know?
That's my comfort is that I'm going to be dead relatively
and
soon.
relatively soon, The Little Mermaid, they're going to start filming here soon.
There you go.
Thank you.
We're just waiting until she can find something.
Johnny
to
and
grab.
I were just vamping until she could pick up.
Yes. Anyway, back to Little Mermaid.
Indeed.
They're adding songs. So the director is Rob Marshall. He is the director of Mary Poppins Returns, which did very well.
I heard it was a very good movie.
Yeah, I mean, it has Lin-Manuel Miranda and Emily Blunt in it, so it's bound to be good. But he said that, this project, they're going to add more songs, learning from the mistake live-action Mulan is taking, where they're cutting songs. He's like, we're going to add.
There's so few songs in that movie already.
Yeah.
I know. I think they're cutting Make a Man Out of You, and I was going to be
What?
so
What?
upset.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
It's like they don't want money.
There's no
Yeah.
way. There's no way.
Oh, wait. Are we talking about Little Mermaid?
Yeah, we're going back to,
We're just
Little
talking about
Mermaid.
Mulan at the
I
moment.
was going to say,
Yeah.
I was like, so I'm like...
Pay attention,
Mermaid
Will.
compared.
Are you guys like...
If you would stay with us.
I thought you just were like Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was comparing the two.
Yeah.
I thought Mulan didn't have any musical numbers.
Are you?
It has.
No, because there
Make
was
a
this
man out
big
of you.
rumor that was just like...
Yeah.
I know, but the live action
Oh.
one... No.
Like,
This
with
was
you,
like
I'm
a
with you.
thing
Okay.
where it was
Yeah.
like a couple
Okay.
months ago. All right.
I
well,
think it's confirmed that they do have them. I think they're just.
Yeah, if they
fewer.
do have them and they're
Yeah.
cutting that song, it's a really dumb
I mean,
decision because that's the song.
I think
Yeah.
if they're gonna cut
Sure.
any, they should cut A Girl Worth Fighting For, because that song
no.
already cuts itself off at the end. And
Okay, but that's one of the greatest transition songs in all of Disney history, because it's going we're really peppy and nudge nudge and giving each other a hard time to, oh man, this whole village is destroyed. So I think is great. like just storytelling.
I if anything, I would cut the "You'll Find a Husband One Day" or whatever, where they're dressing her up.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a bad song, but it's kind of forgettable compared to the
it
other
really
ones.
is. Yeah.
Bring
They
Us Honor, I think is the name of
Yeah,
it.
something like that.
Reflection and Make a Man Out of You are the two they need to keep.
Yeah.
Yes.
But speaking of The Little Mermaid, I'm actually interested in... everybody's always going to be mad if you make changes, but this will be interesting because Mary Poppins Returns did not have any of the original songs in it, and it was applauded for that because they said that the songs they did put in were very much in the spirit of those songs. Mm-hmm. So I think if, same director, I think probably he's going to make good decisions. They're going to fit. It's going to mesh,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah. And you all know how I feel about live action remakes. I'm actually going to give this one a tentative stamp of approval because the original Ariel herself, Jodie Benson, she is all for it. She says, I think it's going to be incredible. And this is a direct quote. They're talking about the concept and the team of people that I've heard mentioned for this particular live action film's quite magical. I like that little pun there. And I think for Alan Menken to be teaming up with Lin-Manuel is going to be phenomenal. And if in fact we have Robbie Marshall, if that is the case, as director and John DeLuca as executive producer, Mary Poppins Returns I think will be just a fantastic film. Okay, so she was talking about that then. I guess I read that wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh. But no, she
there goes
did
that stamp of approval.
No, she did give a stamp of approval for live action remake of The Little Mermaid.
Okay.
So I was reading the wrong quote.
We talked about it last week, so we don't need to go into it too much. But I think that this new concept of all these new Disney movies being live action and re-releasing everything in a new way, I think it's a great way to bring in a new generation of Disney fans that are going to love these movies that are based off they're the ones that we're going to say that we loved when we were a kid, when we're old and decrepit. We're going to be saying oh, that's not the real Little Mermaid.
We did talk last week though. The only reason to watch The Little Mermaid is the music and the visuals.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and give the music the thumbs up. I think it'll be okay. Boy, they've got to really mess with the story in this one or really blow us away with the visuals because it's not animated.
They need
it's not
to
gonna look
add
good like that.
some stuff.
Okay, I think they have the potential to kind of take it the little darker route, go back to its roots. My thing is, Ariel is going to have as many costume changes, in this live action, as she did in Disney, because she has the most costume changes for a Disney animated film.
What's
Yes.
Ursula gonna look
Ooh,
like?
Okay.
That would be
Okay,
so
here's the thing.
interesting.
Rosie O'Donnell.
No, Ursula needs to be played by a drag queen.
Oh, yeah, sure,
Because
sure.
the original inspiration for Ursula was a popular drag queen at the
And
time.
I'm saying this now. Triton needs to be played by
They're not going to do that, though.
Nick Offerman.
Oh, I was going to say Jason
That
Momoa.
would be awesome.
I was going to say...
King Triton as Nick Offerman.
I still say Jason Momoa, just make him a silver fox.
Flounder is gonna be Josh Gad.
Oh my gosh.
Just think of a good Ron Swanson quote that I could twist to be about humans.
This thought and opinion is on my own terms, but I just think Josh Gad's obnoxious. It's
Really?
oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I can't stand him. I
yeah.
hope he's not. Yeah.
There were rumors circling for a while that Zendaya was going to be Ariel.
I actually like that.
And I'm fine with it. I would be okay with it. I think she's a great actress.
Female actor.
What?
Female actor.
Yeah.
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 That's what they're called.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
You said, yeah, actress.
Anyway.
Female actor.
Anyway, so yeah, I think she'd be great for it.
Yeah, I think she would too, because one of my big gripes with the original Little Mermaid is that it's supposed to be taking place around the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
And Ariel is really white looking, really pale, even for Greek. And
I don't think the location of it needs to be.
I don't know that mermaids descend from humans in their locale.
Right.
Well, also it's okay, Triton is the son of Poseidon, whose brother was Zeus, and then she's cousins with Hercules. If you want to follow that route.
This is a similar route to when people were upset that Michael B. Jordan was going to be potentially playing Superman, a Kryptonian, a non-human. It's not.
I'm not upset about it. I'm just
how many black people you see in Kansas?
I'm just saying he's from Krypton.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm just playing with you.
Going off your alien comment, Star Wars new film, Y'all want to talk about that real fast?
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're not making any more projects after this one.
That's not
what they
true
said.
at
That's
all.
what they
No,
said.
for a while. For
That
a
is
while.
for
They
sure.
said
for a while.
That's what
Yeah.
they said.
That's not
They
true
need
at
to
all,
take
though.
a break, though.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
are taking a break.
a
Real.
short break. A short
Yeah.
break.
Please. After Solo.
I mean, they're making TV show though,
Yeah.
so they're not completely out of the. But yes, they're not done for the record.
No. They'll never be done.
No, they just
for good.
announced who's going to be in charge for the next 10 years.
Oh, who is that? Because I did not catch that.
I don't remember. I said it on Nerds. Go watch Nerd Central. I said it there.
Uh,
Oh, I didn't say it. Krista said it, and I looked at the script.
What is a Nerd Central?
I don't know what that is.
All right, cool.
You're just giving me a hard time, buddy.
Yeah. So I think it looks good. I'm excited to see more. I mean, Leia. I don't know how they're gonna do that, but they are apparently. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a great new
can
chapter.
hear you when you
Yep,
do
they
that.
sure can.
Just say it right into the mic.
I don't know. Like, I just think that I saw like The Last Jedi. I thought it was like okay and stuff.
It was not okay.
No, I mean, like, it was a lot better than Solo was like the biggest like disappointment in my opinion.
Really?
Why?
I
Why
just-
do people hate that
everything-
movie so
I
much?
enjoyed
It
that.
didn't make any sense. Like, it was.
What do you mean
just-
it didn't make any sense?
It was just like it was just kind of. It felt it.
Well,
There's like a
number
magical
one, name a
thing
Star Wars
with,
movie
like-
that makes sense.
First of
And-
all,
Oh, okay,
first of
okay,
all,
okay.
Will, it's your opinion. You go ahead. Speak.
Yeah.
Okay, I just think that there's kind of like this more like, I don't know how to explain it, but like almost like a dream effect when it comes to like watching a Star Wars movie. It's supposed to take you to like a thing and stuff, and take you
To a thing and
to a
stuff.
galaxy far,
Yes,
far away.
Indeed.
You
It
know?
does. Sure.
It does.
That's where it's set,
But
yeah.
it just it doesn't have like the feel like the other movies. You know, like
Well, it's not
Rogue
supposed
One
to.
it, for me like made a lot of sense because it like related a lot more to the story. Solo, it's just kind of it felt like it was just kind of thrown in to like the stew. You know, it didn't really make a lot of sense to me because it was just more like here it is. And
All
it's
right.
just like
Okay, here's my response to that. Number one, do not think I am defending Solo because it is pretty meh. I just don't understand why people. I think people.
that's the problem.
I
with
think
it, though.
people.
It's a big mess.
Yeah, but it's not a bad movie. People hate that thing, and it's like, well, because you had it super built up in your head and it didn't deliver your wildest dreams. That's not a reason to hate a movie. Number two, that is every Star Wars movie after Return of the Jedi is just thrown into the soup, buddy. Force Awakens is okay.
Well, I just think I don't know. I just think that they could have like at least done like a little more like work with it and. I
No,
don't know,
no,
I didn't-
absolutely.
I didn't like the casting. I didn't really. There's just like not a lot of things that I enjoyed about the movie.
The best part of that movie was Gambino,
True,
honestly. But okay, we didn't talk about Star Wars at all.
Oh, sorry.
No, I think like I'm excited. It's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great because I liked the last one. Was that the what was the last?
Rogue
one?
One was technically the last one.
Sorry,
wasn't
the
it?
last one of the
The Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. I
Get
liked
out.
it.
Get out.
Well, hey, I've never. I mean, you know, say what you will. I've never been that crazy about Star Wars in general. Like,
Same.
So you like the worst one? I don't get it.
yeah, I've like I get the hype. I just
Yeah.
don't get the hype.
Yeah.
You know, like you know what I mean. Like,
what is your like favorite Star Wars movie?
I like. I mean, I really want to like. Anything that Liam Neeson's in, but he makes it very difficult.
He does. Well, he doesn't make it difficult.
no.
Writing makes it difficult.
Sorry, him in general, he does not. He's not bad. He might be the only thing that's good in that movie.
That and the lightsaber fight. Like,
Yeah, but as far as my favorite, I don't know. Maybe episode 5 is a good one.
I would say 5's probably objectively the best. I really want to like 4.
Yeah.
I think it's a good story.
Yeah, you can take my nerd card. I don't like Star Wars. And I'm moving
Again,
right along.
Didn't talk about that movie at all, but okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
Do you want to talk about the movie?
What?
Do you want to talk?
Yeah,
about
do you
I
want
do,
to
but
talk
we're
about-
done.
No,
So-
you can keep
no,
talking
no,
then.
we're moving on.
Devin.
Fine, all right.
You're breaking my
We
heart.
just had this conversation.
We did just have
Devin.
this conversation.
Devin.
So,
I'm enjoying.
you know
all
what
of
else
this.
is ending? Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan, the manga is ending within 1 to 2 years, according to the writer.
There's
so
only so many chapters left. There's an exact number.
they're in the last arc.
There's an exact number of chapters left.
12.
I heard it the other day. Yeah,
Yeah,
12. There's 12 chapters left.
So yeah, they're like, oh, it's gonna come out like one every month.
Yep, that's what
and-
they're doing now. It used to be weekly.
Yeah. So Attack on Titan is coming to an end because And I'm sad because that means the anime is going to come to an end soon, and I really like the anime.
Soon.
I can't.
They'll fill it.
The anime is so difficult to watch because the concept is so phenomenal, but the follow through of it is just very lackluster.
I think you're wrong.
Fight.
We'll fight. Here's my thing is that like I think that the concept on paper is so cool because I think like nothing's ever been done like that before. But the fact that they have so much like they bring in so many characters that I don't even recognize, and then they try to play them up to be big important characters. Other than the main guy, Aaron, Armin, and the girl. Whatever her name is, Mikasa.
Yeah.
Those three, which unless I'm wrong, I didn't get to any of them dying. So if they ever do, I don't know about it.
I can spoil something.
Okay, I mean, I don't care if you spoil it for me, but I don't know about those two. So
I mean, it's been out for a while.
Does one of them die?
I'm just enjoying Johnny's voice getting higher and higher pitch as he makes his claim.
Does Armin die?
Yeah, Armin. Spoiler alert: Armin dies.
Okay. I figured if one of the three, it's gonna be him. But that's sad. But everybody else that they bring into the show it's like right away, and they're like, this is an important character, and then they die like that episode or the next, and like it happens over and over and over again, and it's like.
Game of Thrones?
No, it's not like Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones makes you care about characters over seasons of like, you know.
That implies I cared about Ned.
No, it doesn't.
No, he's
no
only in
point
one.
did he imply that.
He's in one season, so
Yeah.
I didn't imply that. So why don't you?
Yeah, you said characters, and not Ned.
Yeah. So people don't survive Game of Thrones very well, and we didn't survive our last board game, Johnny.
We didn't, and I loved that you just knocked your head.
I did. I was
Very
so good.
excited
I
about
knocked
that
my head.
mediocre transition.
Hey, I was so good. I knocked my headphones off.
I mean, okay.
I don't rock socks off. I rock headphones off.
Ignoring that. We played the Walking Dead board game called Walking Dead Best Defense, and it was. Basically, it's a game. It's a cooperative game, and it was exactly what Will has been asking us to do for a long time, and so he decided to skip out.
Yes. Indeed.
What did I do?
You weren't there this week.
For board game.
You weren't there. Are you forgetting?
How do you not remember not being somewhere?
Right.
I could tell you so many stories where you weren't there.
If you had been there, you would remember being there.
I'm sorry. I don't have an opinion because
I don't remember. Right, that's the point. That's the whole concept.
Right.
So Will wasn't there, and it was cooperative. The three of us, myself, Corey, Devin, and Corbett, we all played, and it's a cooperative game. You take turns as leader, and you try to fight zombies, survive, and gather resources to fight those zombies and survive. And we did not make it too far. Corbett died first.
We made it more than halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Devin
made it more than halfway.
Yeah, well, no, we all did together. Corbett died first, and then Corey died, and then I died very shortly after, and then Devin made it like another round by himself, and then died.
I think we ended at like round 8 of 12.
Yeah, which is, I mean, not bad. I think I don't think I've ever won before, but what'd you guys think?
I realized that in a zombie apocalypse, I am not team-centered.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
You didn't even make decisions that were good for you. You just made decisions.
Yeah, there's like 3 bites, and I had 1 less health, and so I was like, okay, so Corey, you're taking the extra bite, right? And she gives me this look like, what? No. Like, I'd rather you die than me take any bites at all.
Yeah.
Which
is
in my mind,
that's
I'm
how
like,
a conversation with Corey goes.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was like, okay, I'm doing most of the grunt work right now.
Yeah, because you were saving him.
Yeah, you were saving my life. But
I'm
that's too much
sorry,
of a
Johnny.
burden, I guess.
I'm sorry, Johnny is a damsel in distress. But I am giving it 4 out of 5 Daryls.
Okay. I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 scary walkers.
I think probably this game was. It seems a little balanced towards not the players, and and with the other games we've played, that balance has made sense because it's been like 1 against many or something. But we were playing essentially against the computer. We were playing against the game to live, and it was too hard. So 3 out of 5 lead pipes.
And I'm gonna rate Will.
Well, I have anything to do with this game.
Who's the first person that dies on the show?
You know what?
Leonard.
I actually.
It's Leonard.
All right, Leonard, because you weren't there for any of it.
Leonard.
He was one of the cops that Rick knew. He was like one of the first people that he's like, oh, I recognize this person as a walker, and he put him down because he's like, not even he deserved to like die like this.
I don't remember if that was his name or not. But
That may not be his name, but I think
Will's
that's
giving. I'm rating Will 0 out of 5. Just Will's.
Wasn't even there.
Yep.
Wasn't even there.
Yeah, that's why you get 0.
Yeah, that's why you're getting rated.
I told you I wasn't.
All right, guys. That has been our Nerd News Now. Thank you for tuning in. We will be right back for you KZLX and Facebook listeners/watchers. But thank you guys again for tuning in this week. And as always,
You nerd it here first.